Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
What's up, everybody? I'm JT Magnum, and welcome to NinerNews. And I'm a little late on the video this week. Usually I put them up right after Sunday, usually on Monday or Tuesday. But unfortunately, I couldn't get to the video this week and talk about the Chiefs game. So we're going to talk about it now. I'm still excited. I'm still happy from it. I'm more happy because the 49ers beat Alex Smith. And if you know my history with Alex Smith, I wasn't a fan of Alex Smith. I mean, he had long enough to learn, in my opinion. I don't care how many offensive coordinators he had. I don't care how many coaches he had. I don't care about anything. You're an NFL quarterback. You should be able to adjust. You should be able to learn the offense, get the ball to wide receivers, make your progressions and figure out what you're doing and just win. And for some reason, he just had problems. He always took sacks. He always just, those short passes. Third down, he had problems. Just never could get a first down when we needed him to. Overthrew wide receivers, overthrew tight ends when we needed them most, and he would get intercepted. Just the years of frustration just piled up from me watching Alex Smith, and I'm a big 49er fan. I've watched him, and I supported him when he was on the team, but it was just a refreshing breath of fresh air to see Kaepernick come in. I know Kaepernick struggled as well. I know Kaepernick pretty much, they've had almost the same exact stats since Alex Smith has left. But the big difference is Kaepernick's been to 2 NFC Championship games after Alex Smith left, and the 1 Super Bowl that he carried us to. But he just adds a different dynamic and playmaking ability that Alex Smith just didn't have. And it just felt good to beat him. And it just felt good that he overthrew at the end. Of all things in the world, he overthrew the tight end at the end, and Perrish Cox intercepted it. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. But let's talk about the game. A great game by the 49ers. They were down 10-3 early. Alex Smith was actually playing well at the beginning. They tried a different game plan to try to get the ball out of his hands quicker. They were using the same usual quick slants, quick slants, and quick basically curl routes by the running backs and wide receivers who were quickly just, they snapping the ball. They were running motion and tight ends in, and they would line up next to him, then quickly branch out, and then he just quickly throw the ball to him, and they were trying to, get blocks downfield. A lot of those blocks were illegal blocks. I'll show you, especially on the Travis Kelce touchdown. We'll talk about that in a second, but yeah, they came out with a little different game plan at the beginning, and the 49ers adjusted very well to it on defense, and then eventually just shut them down. They shut it completely down in the second half, and Kansas City couldn't really even move the ball, especially in the second half. They couldn't do anything in the second half. So it was a great game to watch. It was very close. I wish it wasn't as close as it was, but the 49ers couldn't really move the ball as well as I would like. That Kansas City defense plays tough. And I still think the Niners have to adjust that passing game. Like, it just seems to be running the same pass plays all the time. I mean, I know they're getting more acclimated with the system. I know they got a little, Stevie Johnson's getting used to it, and there's people getting used to it. But at the same time, like, come on, like, adjust the passing game. I know I was calling for Roman's head, but he did a great job of play calling this game. They got the play calls in faster, no delayed game penalties, no problems like that whatsoever. I don't think I even saw one delay a game penalty or even come close really to one delay a game penalty. So kudos. Maybe they watched my video, I don't know, but apparently they pretty much got that play clock thing figured out for at least this game. I mean, they do that on occasion. Like, they'll figure out like ways to adjust and everything, and then next thing you know, they they go back to the play clock problem. So hopefully they stay doing that. Big plays. Let's talk about the punt fake, or the punt fake. What a play call. I mean, they were on their 30-yard line or 25-yard line or so, and the snap went right to Craig Dahl, who I cannot stand Craig Dahl either, but at least he got the first down. That was a big play call because that helped waste more clock, kept the defense off the field, and we eventually got that field goal to go up by 5. So that was we took the lead with that, but that was a really big play call. The Brandon Lloyd long bomb grab that he caught over, I believe it was Cooper, I'm not sure, but my goodness, what a catch. If that was one of the most phenomenal catches I have seen ever. If you look at the height and how high he jumped and the acrobatic way he like snatched the ball, even with the guy's arm through his other arm and still kept the ball in and made, I don't, how that guy makes catches sometimes I have no clue. Like one game he'll show up and he's just like, it looks like he's not doing well. The next game he'll show up and makes a catch like that. It's that guy has done that his whole career, and kudos to him for making that big catch. That was a huge catch for the 49ers. Let's talk about other stuff on the game. Let's talk about the touchdown. The Stevie Johnson touchdown. First, let's talk about the KC touchdown. The first one. The second one was legit. Like, that dude was fast, DeAnthony Thomas. But the first one was a Travis Kelce touchdown. It actually was blocking. It was actually, this is going to be crazy, but you're going to hear me talk about the Niners in a bad call as well. But they blocked ahead of time when Alex Smith dumped it off to Travis Kelce really fast. But the blockers were blocking downfield actually ahead of time before he even caught the ball, before he even released the ball. And I called for an offensive pass interference, but of course the refs didn't call that. But we'll get into this catch, the Stevie Johnson touchdown catch. That was offensive pass interference. That was offensive pass interference in a bad way, actually. Stevie Johnson clearly like shoves the I don't know who it was. I think that was Marcus Cooper as well. I'm not sure, but he just shoved him out of the way and just went into the end zone. You know, he was wide open because of that, and how the ref missed, I don't know, but he gave him like this. It almost looked like he slapped him out of the way, like, get out of my way. He just slapped him, and the guy moved over, and Stevie Johnson caught the ball. But that was two bad calls right there, two missed calls. So it happens, but, you know, that's just, you know, the nature of the game. We're going to talk about this Alex Smith offense. If that wasn't Dink and Duncan, I don't know what it was, but that was a lot of short screen, short passes. I don't even think Alex Smith threw the ball more than 10 yards down the field. The big plays that they had were because of either handoffs or quick hitch pass or a quick slant pass that went for a little more due to run yards after the catch. But that's the way Alex Smith plays. And I was saying it all along, I was screaming at the television to 49ers to blitz them, just blitz them. The one thing Alex Smith does is he doesn't do well on blitzes, and he always, you know, throws a short pass. And they were finally blitzing him, and he, of course, dumps it off to a running back or dumps it off real quick to a slanting wide receiver, and they were jumping the routes finally. And that's what I was saying. Blitz him and jump the routes because he always throws it short. He won't throw it long. And I don't think on one blitz play that the Niners blitz that he threw it long. And that's the Alex Smith I'm talking about. Colin Kaepernick, you blitz him, he'll throw it deep. Whether it's caught or not, he's going to throw it deep. He's going to take his shots, and that's the difference between Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick is Kaepernick will take his shots. Alex Smith plays a little bit more safe. Colin Kaepernick is like, I'm letting it fly. Let my receiver make a play on it, and hopefully, you know, they come down with it. And that's the difference between the two, and that's why I think the 49ers are winning games and making it to NFC Championship games where the Chiefs, you know, I guess it wasn't Alex Smith's fault last year that they lost a playoff game, but at the same time, he did turn the ball over at one point, I think a fumble or something like that, but it doesn't matter. We're not talking about him anymore at this point, but the 49ers need to have a better offense. This game was great. They held the defense held them to 265 yards, KC, and the offense, you know, they got a few yards rushing. The running game is coming back. Seems like they're running the ball a lot more. Frank Gore had another 100-yard game. Carlos Hyde did well as well. But they need to stop playing around. Like, the field goals have got to stop. Like, they got to score touchdowns. You got to get down the field, score touchdowns. It seems like right when they get close to scoring, they back up. Like, there was one point where the 49ers got to like the 30-yard line, and Colin Kaepernick got sacked 3 times in a row, and they took him out of field goal range. It's like, you got to stop with the sacks. Like, you got to stop taking sacks. And I think Colin Kaepernick's got to realize that when he's in the pocket, it just seems like his pocket awareness is just not there. He's too timid. He's scared when he's passing. He needs to stop, you know, trying to run in the wrong direction. He seems like he always just runs. If the blitz is coming up the middle, he seems like he's trying to go up the middle. It's like he never can go the right way. Like, if the blitz is coming up the middle, he doesn't go right or left. And he always goes to the wrong side. Like, he should, if you see the blitz coming from the right in the middle, go to the left. But he doesn't. He goes the opposite way or right into the blitz. And it's like, why are you running into the blitz? I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not an NFL quarterback, so I'm not, you know, back there. I don't know what it's like to be chased like that. So, you know, I'm only just seeing what I see and, you know, hoping that he sees it and he, you know, he does it. But I think he's panicking a little bit. So hopefully they get that shored up. They show him, you know, this is what's going on. This is how people are blitzing you. Maybe they can force his tendencies to do a little different. He did miss one wide open throw. There was one point where he threw the ball into triple coverage. Meanwhile, Vance McDonald was open in the end zone. Open. I'm talking wide open. And he missed them. So hopefully Cap will shore that up. And they'll look at film and he'll realize, hey, these plays might be opened up later. And hopefully, you know, he starts to hit them later as he progresses as a quarterback. But all in all, it was a great win for the 49ers. Now we're playing the Rams on Monday Night Football. And hopefully get a nice win, because the Rams always play the 49ers tough. So hopefully they get a nice little win. I'll talk about that next week. But yeah, it was a great game this weekend. Can't really complain. The refs did a great job, in my opinion, other than those -2 calls that I was talking about earlier. But, I mean, nothing to really complain about. It seems like they're getting a little bit better every week, you know, with the 49er games. I know the first few games, it was just absolute torture to watch. But yeah, it was great this week. So if you guys have any comments, let me know what you guys thought about the game against KC. Let me know how you feel about Alex Smith. I know a lot of people were chiming in on me. They were pissed off that I was dissing Alex Smith, but I don't like him. It's my opinion. It's my show. It's my Niner News. What do you want me to do? You know, if you wanna talk about Alex Smith in a good way, make your own Niner News and talk about him in a good way. But I don't like him. It's not. He wasn't my guy. I wanted Aaron Rodgers when they drafted him, and I wasn't happy with Alex Smith. I never was. Never did want him, and I never liked him. I'm glad he's on KC. I'm glad he gave us 5 draft picks that we ended up getting because of him, because of the two second-round picks that we got from him. So I'll take it. I'll take it, because we got a lot of good players thanks to him. So whatever. Anyways, guys, leave the comments in the comment section, and don't forget to give a like on the video. And for that, I'm out. Niner News, JT Magnum, out. Peace.